when your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. And baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways, and maybe it's all part of a plan. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. So baby, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh darling, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. Or maybe we found love right where we are. And we found love right where we are.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Rhonda Livingstone, and I have been given the honour of leading this farewell service. And on behalf of the family of Bruce John Grandison, fondly known to some of you as Brucey, I thank you for coming to his service. Our opening music track by Ed Sheeran was a heartfelt tribute chosen by his wife Margot and reflects the way we often speak our thoughts out loud rather than keeping them to ourselves. And let this song remind us of the love and the warmth that Bruce shared with all of you. I would now like to welcome family and friends who are unable to attend and are watching our service online. Your presence is also deeply appreciated, and we know that your thoughts are with us all. Before we begin, just to ensure that we don't have interruptions, if I could kindly remind everyone to ensure mobile phones are now switched to silent. Thank you. Today, we all wish that we were not here to mourn Bruce's loss, someone who was taken from us too soon. And the man you have come to honour and to grieve has touched you all very deeply. When the very elderly depart, all of us recognise a natural change. It feels normal. However, although 80 is not young, it's also far from old. And it's a testament to a life that has been well lived, and a reminder that each chapter holds new meaning, new memories, new opportunities to inspire everyone. And our hearts reach out now to Bruce's family, and especially his loving wife Margot, married for 30 years, and his children, Stephen, deceased, Sally and Bradley, as well as all of their families. We also acknowledge Margot's children and their partners, Mark and Megan and Nicole and Bruce, whose lives were closely and lovingly connected to his. Bruce was also the loving son of Catherine and Thomas, both deceased, and fond brother of Graham and Wendy. And it's also important to remember his role as the adored granddad Brucey to Madison, deceased, Lachlan, Catherine and Tess. And of course today we think of all of you, everyone that is here, family and friends watching our service online. Bruce's kind heart and his caring ways will be remembered by you all. And as we gather in remembrance of him today, we're reminded of the vibrant spirit he brought into our lives. A person who loved to roll with the good times. And as you all know, he had a knack for enjoying life, whether it was travelling with Margot, following his beloved footy team, or spending quality time with family, with friends, and with all of you. And as we celebrate Bruce's life and the passions that defined him, there's one thing that stood out above the rest: his unwavering love for the Swans, his footy scarf proudly displayed on his coffin today. Watching from home, Bruce's support was fierce, true. And to honour his dedication and passion for the red and white, I would now like to ask his wife Margot, accompanied by Megan, to share a poem that captures the spirit, the loyalty and pride every time he celebrated for his team. It's titled Footy Fan and it's listed in your order of service. Thanks, Margot and Megan.
On fields of green where dreams took flight, with every cheer your heart shone bright. A loyal fan, steadfast and true, in red and white colours your spirit flew. Through games and seasons, highs and lows, you stood by your team, as everybody knows. With passion united, you shout and you cheer. In every heart, your love held dear. From the roar of the crowd to the final score, you shared your joy, wanting nothing more. For in every match played, in the memories we hold, your love for the game will never grow old. Rest gently, dear Bruce, your team by your side. In the grandstands of heaven forever you'll glide. With every kick and cheer you'll soar on above. A reminder to all of your endless love. I love you so much, Bruce.
Thank you, Margot and Megan, for sharing that heartfelt tribute, and I think your words help us all feel closer to Bruce and honouring his passion. And it's not easy to get up here in front of you all today at such an emotional time, so thank you again. And immediately now your thoughts will be turning to Bruce's character, his personality. What kind of man was he? Someone with a good sense of humour, optimistic outlook on life, and, I'm told, a true social butterfly. Happy-go-lucky man, generous spirit. He enjoyed a wine or a beer until his health began to decline. In his younger days, Bruce enjoyed playing tennis. As you know, and as Margot just depicted, loved to follow the Swans footy team. He liked watching them, but I've been told by them all only when they were winning. He was a man who loved his family. He cherished Margot's children and grandchildren as if they were his own. He was always busy, inventive, using his carpentry skills to craft many toys and treasures for them. Travel was a passion for Bruce, and as mentioned, especially exploring Australia with Margot by his side. As Margot was a true cat lady, actually crazy cat lady, she said, Bruce had no choice but to embrace her feline passion, his favourite and loyal companion being Billy, whom he loved deeply. And there's a lovely photo of them both on the front of the order of service today. Through all of life's moments, Bruce was a man who appreciated simple pleasures, and he approached life with a generous and a joyful heart. And to continue to paint our picture of Bruce today, I would now like to share with you his life story on behalf of his family. Bruce John Grandison was born in Elwood on the 3rd of February 1945. His journey began there, where he attended primary school at St Columbus and later went to South Melbourne Technical School. From a young age, Bruce showed a keen interest in building and craftsmanship, embarking on his apprenticeship in carpentry with Swanson Brothers Builders at just 15 years old. He dedicated many years of his life working for Swanson Brothers before advancing to become a supervisor at George T. Jackson Builders. After Jackson's shutdown, Bruce continued his work as a subcontractor, demonstrating his resilience and commitment until retirement in 2007. In 1995, Bruce and Margot married in a surprise wedding at their home in Vermont, which coincided with Bruce's 50th birthday. That same year, Bruce built a new house in Warrenwood, where they lived happily until 2010, when they then moved to Cobram, and a place Bruce came to call home until the end. He was a man of adventure, and in 1999, he and Margot travelled around the world briefly, but their true passion was exploring Australia. Initially in a tent, then with many and multiple caravans. His favourite spot was the Kimberleys in Western Australia, a place that held a special part of his heart. Their travels continued into 2024 with their last big trip, this time without the van. And in February 2025, they enjoyed a weekend getaway to Gippsland for their grandson's wedding, marking their final journey together. To now add another layer to our painting of Bruce's life, I would like to ask his daughter Nicole to please come forward and share with us some of her fond memories. Thanks, Nicole.
This at all, but anyway. Bruce John Grandison, Brucey. Shit. Bruce came into Mark and my lives when we were teenagers. We immediately accepted him as part of our family, and he has been a big part of our lives ever since. I've always said how fortunate I was to get a bonus dad and my kids a bonus grandfather, because that's what he was to us, a bonus. Bruce was a gentleman, a kind-hearted, positive, happy, energetic man who I was proud to have a part of our family. Bruce loved my mum fiercely, and she loved him, a love that stood firm for over 38 years until his passing. Bruce was a doer. He was always making stuff, building things, improving spaces, and always busy. I can't really remember a time when he wasn't doing something, and he always took great pride in all the work he did, and it showed because he was incredibly talented. He always treated my two kids as if they were his own grandkids. There was never a time we doubted his love and care for my kids, who always knew him as Brucey. I remember him at their house in Warrenwood when Locke was just a toddler, both in their overalls, with hammers in hands. He would get small bits of wood out and sit patiently with Locke, teaching him how to hammer them properly. No plastic tools were needed, as we knew Locke was in capable hands. With Tess, he always took an interest in her life, even if he didn't understand the horse world. He always asked questions and watched her with pride. He always had a lot of time for my kids, and those memories are ones that I will hold on to because they showed what an amazing, kind-hearted man he was. Bruce, being the talented builder he was, made rocking horses, personalised planes and seesaws for my kids, and then continued making those for friends' babies as well. In Cobram, he was part of the men's shed, giving them the plans to his creations so they could continue making them. A hard-working man with a soft, kind heart that always shone through. Mum and Bruce travelled the world together, both taking their matching perms with them as they went. Okay, it was the 80s and 90s, and perms were popular. I'm not sure why Mum chose to get a perm, because she naturally has very curly hair. Maybe they had a hairdresser deal going on, 2 for 1. I don't know, but it was a thing. They travelled Australia together extensively, loving every part of it, taking in the warm weather when Victoria was cold, and being home over Christmas to spend time with the family. A lot of vans and cars later, those travels came to an end. But still, they travelled last year, just without the van, visiting their favourite places up the east coast. Mum and Bruce met some amazing people and made lifelong friends on their travels. Many of them are here today, and many are also watching on the live stream. Bruce's health first declined 8 years ago when he was diagnosed with GPA, but after a short time recuperating, they were back out travelling again and didn't skip a beat, being in remission and healthy and full of life, because that's what Bruce was, full of life and full of love. Mum has always said I loved Bruce more than her because I would always stick up for Bruce. It's true, I did stick up for him, but I loved them equally because they were a pair and they did everything together. I think the biggest loss is to Australia-wide caravan parks, where they have heard the call of my mum for decades. Bruce, she would call out, and everyone knew his name throughout the parks. He could never be lost because the call of Mum, Bruce, would ring and the air forever. Mum and I sat with Bruce in his last few hours, holding a hand each. He squeezed my hand. He knew I was there, and he took his last breath. Rest in peace, Bruce. It was an honour to be in your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicole, giving us a glimpse into that special bond that you shared with Bruce as well as all of your family. And today it is important to think about, treasure those memories of Bruce, be your own timekeeper, heal in your own way and heal in your own time. And know that tears are not a sign of weakness. Falling apart is part of the normal grieving and healing process. And let there be talk. Talk about Bruce's life and talk about his death. This helps in the experience of grief. Don't suppress or avoid or postpone grief's expression. Life can also be like a book. Some chapters are sad and some are happy. Some are exciting. But if you never turn the page, you'll never know what the next chapter has in store for you. With the passing of Bruce Grandison, a page of history, the last page of his book, has now closed. The memories of Bruce's life are the greatest possession that we all have. And memories are special. Sometimes we laugh by remembering the days we cried. Sometimes we cry by remembering the days we laughed. And of course, that is life. The family has captured the wealth of all those memories today in a visual presentation as part of our service. It's accompanied by a very special, heartfelt song, which was played at Margot and Bruce's wedding. So I will ask everyone to observe a few moments' silence, a time now for quiet thought. And whilst viewing the slideshow, please recall the happy times that each of you have personally shared with Bruce.
Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Such a heart, such a soul. And when you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I will give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not was true. Everything I do, I do it for.
Certainly some wonderful images and memories of Bruce there that will remain with you all. And some of life's hardest moments occur when we're mourning the loss of a loved one. And it is said that the grief which follows can be likened to the ocean. It will come in waves. Sometimes the water will be calm, but sometimes it will be overwhelming. As you all know, Bruce valued authenticity, straightforwardness, qualities that you all saw in him. And today we remember him as he was. No fuss, no ceremony, just a person who lived his life genuinely, surrounded by those who cared and loved him most. Knowing that he is now at peace, it is with a deep sense of love that I invite you to listen to a heartfelt poem dedicated to him and to be presented by his granddaughter Tess. The poem is simply titled, One at Rest. Thank you, Tess.
Oh, let's try not to swear throughout this. All right. Think of me now as one at rest. For me, you should not weep. I have no pain, no troubled thoughts, for I am just asleep. The living thinking me that was is now forever still, and life goes on without me, as time forever will. If your heart is heavy now, because I've gone away, dwell not long upon it, friend, for none of us can stay. For those of you who liked me, I sincerely thank you all. For those of you who loved me, I thank you most of all. I love you, Brucey.
Thank you so much, Tess. And it is said, children are the rainbow of life, but grandchildren, the pot of gold. And Bruce would be very proud of you today. Today we have gathered to express our heartfelt appreciation for the privilege of sharing in Bruce's life. As mentioned by Nicole 8 years ago, he was diagnosed with a serious blood disorder. But he remained stable thanks to medication and his resilient spirit. Unfortunately, his health began to decline in April of this year, leading to time spent in various hospitals, including St Vincent's. Sadly, he passed away at Cobram Hospital on the 5th of June at the age of 80 years, with Margot and Nicole lovingly by his side. The family are deeply grateful to the Royal Flying Doctor Service for their extraordinary assistance in bringing him and Margot home to Cobram, as well as the palliative care team at Cobram Hospital and all the medical staff and doctors at St Vincent's for their care and their compassion during this difficult time. Bruce's courage shone through to the end. He left a legacy for all those who loved him. And to close our service, I would now like to ask those who wish to please join with me in saying the Lord's Prayer. Let us pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. It is now time to say our final goodbye to Bruce. Tenderly and reverently, we commit his body to the elements of cremation, from which all life comes, and in the end, all life returns. earth to earth, dust to dust, and ashes to ashes. Bruce is no longer bound by this world, no longer alone, now reunited with other family members who have gone before. So until we meet again, we leave him in peace, and with respect, we all bid him farewell. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That does conclude our service today for Bruce. The family now invites you to join them for refreshments and a chat at the Barooga Sports Club, where I'm sure there's many memories to recall, more stories to be told, beers to be enjoyed, and glasses to be raised. As our closing song, the family have selected a song always close to Bruce's heart. And hopefully when you hear it play in the future, you'll be reminded of Bruce and you will be able to smile and always hold his memories close. And as we leave here today, may the love of your friends and family, hopes for the future, give everyone strength and peace to now go forward together. Thank you all once again for your attendance and being here to celebrate, to honour and to remember Bruce's wonderful life. Thank you.
Cheer, cheer the red and the white, honour the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high, shake down the thunder from the sky. What though the odds be great or small, Swans will go in and win over all, while her loyal sons are marching onward to victory. Cheer the red and the white, honour the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high, shake down the thunder from the sky. What though the odds be great or small, Swans will go in and win